This happened about 10 years ago. I got a phone call in the middle of the night, California time, early morning in Pennsylvania. It was my mother's neighbor, Janine, a registered nurse. And she said, I saw newspapers and mail piling up on your mom's front step, and lights on 24 hours. I figured something was wrong. So I got in the house. You know how your mom always leaves the back door open. And I went upstairs and I found her lying on the floor of her room, stark naked. I think she must have fallen. She couldn't get up, but she couldn't remember. I think she's lying there 3 days, no food or water. I called 911. I said, oh my God, is she going to be okay? And Janine said, well, she refused to get in the ambulance without all her makeup and a hairbrush. And I said, well, that does sound promising. And Janine said, I think you need to see for yourself. So I flew all the way across the country, and by the time I got to that hospital bed, it was about midnight, and there's my mom propped up on pillows, hair beautifully arranged, perfect, makeup. And I said, Mom, what happened? And she said, someone put me in a secret room, and I couldn't get out. I said, Mom, I grew up in that house, and there's no secret room. You can't see it. It's painted over. I said, who would put you in a secret room? It could have been anyone. I think it might have been Janine. Now, my mom had had some other crises, a pneumonia and a broken hip, but never dementia, no mental confusion of any kind. She always told me the truth. In fact, at that moment, she said, you look terrible. I said, well, I'm absolutely exhausted, and I'm going back to the house, and we will talk about this in the morning. So I drove the rent-a-car back to the house I grew up in. That door was still unlocked. And I went upstairs and I lay down on the bed I had as a child. And for about 20 minutes, I tried to sleep. And I heard what sounded like a footstep behind the wall. I thought, oh my God, there's somebody in this house. My mom never locks a door. There could be a crawl space behind that wall. I turned on all the lights, and I went through that entire room, and I went through the hall and the bathroom and her room, and for the next 4 hours, I went through that entire house searching for the outline of a hidden door. And in the morning, I went back to the hospital. I said, Mom, there's no secret room. And she said, I know what I saw. And I said, I went back out in the hall, and I called Janine on my cell. And she said, you know, your mom suffered severe dehydration. That can cause hallucinations. And she didn't want me to call you. She didn't want me to tell you that she fell. She's afraid you're going to put her in assisted living. I said, oh, my God, I've never told my mom what to do. Never. And she said, you know something? If I hadn't found your mom when I did, she wouldn't be alive. So I went back in that hospital room, and I said, Mom, we need to talk about going home. And she said, the doctor said I can be released tomorrow. I said, no, we need to talk about assisted living. I'll have someone come in. We tried that. You fired everybody. She said, I'll get the beeper. You had the beeper, and you wouldn't wear it. She said, what are you so afraid of? And I said, I don't ever want to get a phone call like that again. And she said, I can't believe you are my only child. My mom did move to assisted living. She eventually conceded there was no secret room, but she told everybody, I don't need to be in assisted living. I'm only here because my daughter is a fearful person. I think she may need professional help.